I installed hex lights in my garage. Clean, easy, done. Then I remembered the 240-volt outlets I bought a year ago for no reason. That's how I ended up rerouting circuits and tearing out drywall at 10 p.m. Why? Because ADHD doesn't believe in finishing things. It believes in complicating them beautifully. Welcome to Don't Try This Garage, unless you like chaos.
Now that I got these all in, I was thinking, I found all this other shit on the shelf over there, and I got 240 outlets, so I can finally wire up all the stuff in here I keep buying that runs on 240 and I don't have a circuit. So I can quit using the wife's plug for a dryer and an extension cord. So let's get this figured out, cut some holes in the drywall and rewire this thing. Lights, solid, but my brain decided that if I was going to install one outlet, I might as well make it two. I might as well rerun a circuit, upgrade half the garage, and basically rewire my existence. That's ADHD for you. You finish one job and unlock 5 side quests. No main story, just chaos. So here I am, completely oblivious, totally forgot what I was looking for. Now sidetracked and looking at the mess in the corner thinking, man, I got to get this thing cleaned up. Ah, fuck, they're right here. So these are awesome for fishing. Usually use a fish wire. These rods, you can literally just screw them together and keep shoving them through. We should be able to get them. Here I am, just smashing away, thinking magically these rods are just going to find their way through the attic somewhere. Well, here's the hoping. I might have to get you to do that while I'm in the attic so I can find it. All right.
Sounds terrifying.
Good times. All right, now that we've got that pulled in, I'll go up top and I'm gonna put a pony box in. It's basically like a junction box. So I'm gonna sever the dryer circuit and I'm gonna tie this in so that we can run the compressor and the welders and the tire machine, because they tend to buy things without having the ability to use them. Because I'm like, oh, that's a good deal, I better get that. Anyway, that's how we got to this point. So I'll get up here and really feeling chest day climbing up in here, but that's good. Lets me know I didn't puss out. I actually put some effort in. So here's what we got so far. We've got our pull box. This is the dryer circuit that we tapped. So this is 10 gauge, so it'll handle about 30 amps. So we pulled into that because we don't need more than that to run the compressor. This is our line we pulled through. So I'm going to go ahead and get this finished up, and then I'm going to fasten all that conductor to the wall where the rest of it is, and she'll be dialed. And that's what we got once it's all buttoned up and the conductor's all fastened. Now we can go down and finish up the receptacles. All right, now that we get this all marked out, we'll get that cut so we can get those boxes mounted in there. Probably speed this up so you don't have to listen to this. Well, we're back. Clearly it's another day. As you can see, I've got another shirt on. But I got sidetracked, went to the gym, and decided to change the type of socket we're using. So, or not the socket, the wall box. So I want something a little bit deeper. This wasn't deep enough to bury all the wiring in there and make it look nice and neat. It's a little bit crowded in that other box. It was only 2 inches deep. This is 3.5. So it gives us plenty of room to get this all fed back in there once we're done. I know these might look upside down, but that's actually how these go on the wall. It's supposed to have the ground up top. All right, so before we put this on one last test, I'll just double check that the hots are laying in the same spot and there's no continuity to ground. So we'll just set our meter here to ohms, and we're actually setting it to tone so you can tell if you have continuity. So we should have continuity here. We should have continuity here, but not here and not here. Perfect. Not here. Not here, but here. So everything's good. Now I feel good about turning the breaker back on. And then we can finally get to the point where we actually have lights and 240 out here so we can hook up all the other equipment. So after a supposed 1 hour job to install some lights, here we are, a couple receptacles deep. It's been like 2 days and multiple visits to Facebook Marketplace. One trip down to pick up a spare set of wheels for the drift car.
Finally.
And voila, we're almost done. All right, now we just got to clean this mess all up. I know this looks like ass over here too. I gotta get to this stuff. We gotta get this all cleaned up. I gotta hurry up and get back to work because the whole idea behind this was to get everything done so I could move all this stuff. As you can see, it's a disaster in here. And the drift car is out in the race trailer, and I need to get Kim's car in here so I can get it wrapped. So here we are, 2 days, some drywall, and like 40% of my attention span later, and this thing is probably done. We've got the wall sockets run. We've got 240 out here now. We can run the tire machine, we can run the welders, compressor, etc. And I can do all that without interrupting Kim's dryer circuit and running extension cords from inside the house. So that's awesome. You know, so if you've ever turned a light install into a full-on electrical project, then this channel might be for you. Subscribe for more midnight builds, tool mistakes. All this is powered by ADHD and a little bit of regret. So next time we'll be installing something even dumber. So don't try this, but definitely follow it.